Hello again. I do not believe for a moment that anybody living in Islamabad would be criticised or looked at askance simply because he preferred living in Islamabad among Punjabis and Urdu-speaking people. I don't think anybody would think that the slightest bit strange. In fact, it would seem very natural to me. Here's a man, he lives in the capital of Pakistan, and he likes living with other Pakistanis. He likes living alongside people who speak his language, who eat the same food that he eats, have the same tradition, people whose families have been in the area for hundreds of years. To me, that man's feelings seem completely natural, that he would just wish to carry on living in his own country alongside people from his own culture, who followed his own religion and spoke his language. I don't see anything peculiar about that. And yet, when you transpose that particular mindset to England, it changes radically. And anybody who expresses those same feelings is likely to be viewed as a virulent racist or xenophobe. And this is what I find peculiar. A lot of the people that watch this channel make comments here feel the same way as the hypothetical citizen of Islamabad. They want to live in their own country. They want to hear people speaking English. They want to rub shoulders with people whose families have lived in this country for hundreds of years, who share a common culture, most of whom have Christian backgrounds, vaguely Christian backgrounds, although probably not devoutly so or practicing Christians. Those who share the same values as they do. I don't think that's racist. I think that if we look at, okay, I've just thought about the man in Islamabad. I'll think about a man now in Lagos, the former capital of Nigeria. If a Yoruba man is living in Lagos, I think it's not unreasonable to assume that he would prefer to live alongside other Nigerians, probably Yoruba speakers. I think that a Yoruba man living in Lagos would prefer to knock around with people who spoke Yoruba and who shared his own values, his own custom, and whose families had also lived there for centuries. I don't see anything odd about any of that, and yet somehow we're expected to accept it in Islamabad and Lagos in a way that we're not supposed to feel in England. And it is that which I find peculiar. I find it odd that white English people are supposed to feel completely differently from those of other cultures, that they're supposed to be more accommodating than we would expect somebody in not only Islamabad, but Kingston, Jamaica, or practically any country in the world, really, Moscow. We are expected to be more accommodating, more tolerant, and expect more dramatic changes to our country. I don't see why. I don't see anything wrong with my own views. I don't see anything wrong with the views of those who feel the same way as me. I certainly don't see these views as representing hatred. I don't see them as pathological or strange behaviour in the slightest. They strike me as the views of any patriotic citizen of any country on the planet.